talk to God when I need a favor. And I only pray when I ain't got a prayer. So who the hell am I to expect a savior? Oh, if I only talk to God when I need a favor. God, I need a favor. I know amazing grace, but I ain't been living them words.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Shots with Spots. We are not sure what number this is. I think it's like 6.
Nothing.
I'm guessing 6. I think this is episode 6. So you've been having a good week so far?
I would say.
It's our first full week without football.
Oh, for our son.
Yeah, for our son, yeah.
I was like...
It's our first full week without football for our son.
Sadly.
Sadly. Are you going to keep talking?
I mean, I can.
Oh, I thought you were going to, like, you said sadly, so I thought you were saying sadly.
I mean, it's sad to watch, of course, anybody lose. They didn't make it to the playoffs.
Their team didn't make it.
That's the sad part.
Well, he had a great time, and that's all that matters. He not his last game, but the game before that, he finally scored his first touchdown. That was very, that was heartwarming. You know, it was very touching, made us both proud parents. It's awesome. We're going to take a shot for our son's first touchdown. We're cheersing to his first touchdown, our last week without football, our first week without football. It's going to be less chaotic around here. So that's one of the main things. Being a sport parent is very demanding. The practices, the games, you got practice 2 to 3 times a week. It's tough.
The things you do for your kids, though, like these are
the moments. This is a big shot. Whew.
What would you say is in about 8 weeks?
8 weeks?
A little less than 8 weeks now, I think it is.
Is it a holiday?
It is.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas is on the horizon. This whole year has kind of just went in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Like it really did.
So our son already gave us his Christmas list.
Yeah.
And birthday, because it's almost right there together.
Yeah, his birthday is 4 days after Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got the best of both worlds at the end of the year. He doesn't like it, but it is what it is. I would enjoy getting 2 sets of gifts within the same week, but then you really can't celebrate your birthday because it's around so much for Christmas.
We actually, I would say, just started shopping too.
Was that the first thing we got? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we've gotten like little stupid
odds and ends stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like every once in a while, I feel like we've stopped doing it, but we used to shop year round. Like, we would find something in the middle of May and be like, ooh, this will be a good Christmas present.
Yeah.
And then we get it because we're afraid that if we wait for it, it's not going to be there when we're looking for it.
But also,
or it's not going to be on sale.
Like, we both worked retail.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
So we knew the hot toys of the year coming out. Like, we knew, and you had to get it right then and there.
Right, because you knew if you didn't get it, it was going to sell out within a week or so.
And our kids were also smaller. To where, like, now they're getting older, they don't want the toys. They don't want...
Yeah, they just want electronics, video games.
Like a new game. So it's like you can wait till last minute to kind of get those.
You know how we are. We try not to really let the technology take them over. We still try to get them, like, educational toys or...
Basketball.
Yeah, stuff to get them, like, real active and stuff. Like, I mean, it's good to be technical smart, but you got to know hands-on. Yeah, hands-on and the way we were brought up.
Don't forget to download all your apps, though.
What apps?
All my
the little
apps.
Saving apps?
Between savings apps and stuff like that, because you can turn all your rewards into like gift cards to use for a lot of stores, and I enjoy it.
I know, but I think we talked about it on here before. It's just, I feel like it's an inconvenience because it takes a little bit extra time, and, you know, you hold up the line a little bit, but when I look at the receipt when we get in the car, and it's like, you saved $30. $30 that I could have had.
Do you know how much we saved at Target yesterday?
Yeah.
How much?
Like $15.
17.
I was close.
But it's because of my app.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I appreciated it, but then the bill was still like $150. But it would have been 170. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I appreciate you for it. You know, it helps us save money. I think you do it so I can spend more money on you. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't.
Yes, I do.
You spend it on a P word.
I don't.
A P word.
A P word.
Your head.
You.
Not my P.
The P word.
What's the P? Punk?
Comment down below if you know what the P is. Anyway, so moving on.
No.
So,
hold on, because I want to talk about something else with the holiday. If you have little children, don't listen around this. Our daughter still believes in who?
Santa.
She's how old?
10.
How, like, what is a good age to, I think after this holiday...
You don't think our son believes and he's 12? I think he's at the age where he's starting to realize and have logic and
Did
be like...
you say he was 10?
No, I said he was 12.
Oh, I heard 10.
Like, he's starting to use his logic and be like, none of this shit makes sense. Because, like, he's brought it up to me about the Easter Bunny. He told me a couple friends in school were talking about it, and they said the Easter Bunny's not real, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
So he asked me about it. I let him make up the decision, and I kind of explained it. I said, well, what do you think? Do you think it's really believable that a giant Easter Bunny just hops around the world and, you know, leaves Easter eggs and this and that and the third? I was like, do you think that's possible? He said, he's like, I don't think so. And I said, well, it's not real. You don't want to ruin their childhood, but, like, we had to find out one way or another.
Right.
You know, we found out the same way. He found out in school, so he's curious. That's one of the things about having your kids in school. They're going to learn, no matter how much you teach them here, they're going to learn so much more out in the real world.
Correct.
And then they're going to have questions for you, and then you have to answer them.
At the same time, I think a lot has to do with because he has a younger sibling.
Right. This is kind of on the subject, but not. But it's like when this was a while ago when we saw the new Venom movie when it first came out, and I think me, you, and him went to that theaters and actually seen it because it was at a theater.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah. So anyway, we were at the theater. Venom. Remember, he takes over the guy's body.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince him to do something, but the guy doesn't want to do it. So Venom calls the guy a pussy.
Yeah.
And how old was he then? 8? He might have been 8 around then.
10.
In the middle of the theater goes, what's a pussy? So, you know what I mean? Like, they learn stuff in the real world, then, like, we have to somehow try to answer it.
Yeah.
I just told him, I said he was calling him like a cat. Like, he's acting like a cat. Like...
No, but you gotta say it's a bad word, though. Don't say it.
Yeah, well, we still told him it was something not to say. But when you get caught off guard in those situations as a parent, it's like, don't say that, but he didn't know.
Right.
And I told you this before, and like I tell people all the time, I curse. Yeah. My kids know I curse. I don't hide it, but they also know the fact that they're not allowed to say it.
Right.
I try not to do it as much around them. Like I might say shit, ass, but like the F word, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather them know that it's a bad word so they don't say it. And you can say when you're an adult, but it's not really... It's not proper English. But for me, I think it is.
But at least, like, I think after this...
Christmas?
We should break it to her.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of not letting the magic die. So, I don't believe in Santa. But I still believe in the theory and, like, the joy that it brings my kids' face. And the joy that it brings for me to live it, through them.
I just don't want her to get embarrassed.
Like in school?
Like, we can still tell her, like, he's fake, but the magic is still there.
So speaking of kids, and I don't think we're talking about school, but I recently heard something on the radio, and I don't know how to do it, but how to take it, because there's two sides of it. So it was a mother that called into the radio station, and she was saying that she puts her kids to bed in, like, next day's school clothes. Like, so like, when they wake up, they're already ready, and you know what I mean? I feel like I've done that as a child, like maybe like but as like I guess like a parent now, when I look at that, it's kind of like
you can take it a couple different ways.
You get like that sweet smell. What did I just say? Did I say sweet smell?
Yeah.
Okay, you get that sleep smell, like when you sleep, you sweat. You're moving around, and you drool. Like you're not necessarily clean. One of our kids, I forget which one it was, they recently had pajama day in school. Yeah. And they asked us if they could sleep in it to wear it the next day, and we told them no.
But their two friends did that.
Did they really?
Yes.
That's funny. See, but that's what I'm saying. I don't judge people for doing it. I just think for me as a parent now, I know how I sleep. I know our kids more so have like the same, like, they get hot like me. Like they get hot real fast, they sweat. Our son has like friggin' connect the dots on his pillow from all his drool. And he swears he's not doing it, but if you look at the pillow, there's like...
It's all white.
It's like an imprint of his mouth, just like on the pillow. Not really, but... You can get the
It's
picture.
bad though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think it depends. Of course, every child's different.
Yeah.
The child and the mom could have, a hard time getting up, getting ready.
Yeah.
All that. So
I can see that.
If it's easier for her,
just to
do that, and I think it depends what grade the child's in too.
I don't know. Like I'm definitely not being judgmental towards my mother, or because I know, I think that might have been a few times why my mom did it with me. She was rushing. She might have had something to do the next morning where I gotta get him to school.
Hard-headed.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely hard-headed. I used to run around from the police, and my mom chased me through the streets while I was making them beats, running in my shoes with no crease. Okay, what? I don't know. I'm stupid. All right, what are you drinking another shot?
But I think it just depends on the mom, the child, the household, the situation. Everybody has their reasoning behind
why they do it.
What they pick. I mean,
but not an everyday thing, at least. That's I just couldn't. But that's what the person on the radio, they were doing it every day.
I can see like a preschooler doing it.
And the reasoning behind it was, like I said, there's a lot of pros and cons on it. The pros are good. She's it saves me 20 minutes in the morning.
Yeah.
I can get my son to school on the bus, whatever, and go straight to work. She's like, before I was always running late because he was giving me a hard time, couldn't figure out what he was wearing, forgot to put his clothes out. So there's so many variables to the.
We definitely at least make our kids pick out their outfits the night before.
Yeah, we do.
At least do
a lot of preparation for the next day. Get your computers ready. Get your book bags by the door, and it still doesn't work sometimes. I bet it definitely works.
We all have bad days.
Yeah,
we're not perfect.
Oh,
Even we have.
Shit, I'm never ready to wake up in the morning.
So you even get your clothes out ready, like you get.
Yeah, that's true. My work clothes.
As much as you can ready.
Yep.
So I mean.
I want to bring up a funny story to them. You were there with me when this happened.
I'm a lot of.
We're gonna place the story. So we're at the doctor's office, mind you. So I don't know if we talked about this, but she convinced me to start getting back on my health kick and exploring what's going on in my body and my head and stuff like that. And I appreciate her for doing it. So I've been going back to the doctors recently. So I've been getting blood work done, blood pressure checked. That's the main thing they're worried about right now. Right now is my high blood pressure. Mm-hmm. So they had to run a bunch of tests on me. Had to get blood work done. I get the blood work done. Then we go back for my checkup at the doctor's office. She's going over the results. And she's reading through some things, and she's huffing and puffing. She's like, ooh, that doesn't look good. She's like, this number's kind of high. This number is kind of normal. It's right there on the fence. And she gets to this one thing, and she has a blank stare. She just stops. I'm sitting up on that little mat. You were there. When I say this, you're like, oh, yeah. But I was sitting up on the mat like a little kid, dangling my feet, waiting for my lollipop. And she just stops, and at this one part on the chart, she looks back at me. And she looks at you. And she looks back at me again, and she's like, I hate to ask this, but is there anybody African American in your family?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I really stopped for a second because I had to really think real deep.
Right.
I'm like, I don't believe so. And then she's like, well, they ran there was like a specific test, I guess, for African Americans.
Yeah.
And I think she read it wrong on the chart. Like the numbers were too close to each other.
Right.
But she said it looked like that they ran an African American test on me, and I was like, well, what did it come up?
Yeah.
I don't know, I felt funny. I'm like, what? Just the odd things you hear at a doctor's office. But, I don't know. You pulling up another shot? I'm waiting for you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, shawty.
Let's see if I can drink this properly.
Yeah, the last one you made a mess.
Well, I think it was the soda, and I think when you open it,
like the bubbles.
Extra.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. By the way, got this nice Crown Royal bottle cover right here. Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, we are the best team in the league, and I don't care what nobody says. We are 6-1. I think we are the only ones with a 6-1 record.
What am I? 5-2.
I think you're 5-2. But underneath this cover, we got the Crown Royal Vanilla. Keeping the vanilla.
I got a joke.
A joke? Okay.
I'm not very funny, so we'll see how.
That's cool because I got a riddle. So I'm gonna after you get me with this joke, I'll get you with my riddle.
It's gonna go. Woo.
Well, we'll see.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
If a turkey runs away, does that make it a chicken?
That's fucking funny. That's funny. I get it. Because he's like afraid, so he's a chicken now. Yeah. Oh, Lord. That was funny. I like that one.
Now you can use it on your buddies on
Now I can't even get this out of my head. I can't even get my riddle out now. Stop. Why is that so funny? Alright, so, if you're in a race.
Like me physically?
Yes.
Oh,
I know you don't like running.
I don't
So
run.
just pretend you're driving. Like you're a race car driver. So if you're in a race and you pass the person that's in second place, what place? Just listen.
If I'm in a race
Yes.
and I pass the person that's
In second place.
Okay.
What place are you in?
First.
Let me ask you again.
Oh, Lord.
If you're in a race and you pass the person that's in second place, what place are you in?
Third place? Am I even on the track?
No, you're still in the pit, the cockpit.
Cockpit's a plane, ain't it?
No, I think that's what they call the pit, like where they go and work on the cars.
Oh.
I think. I'll have to fact check myself later. Anyway, so yeah, if you're in a race, I'm doing this one more time. I'm just going to tell you the answer. If you're in a race, you're driving a car, the person in front of you is in second place. If you pass that person, what place would you be in?
Second place.
Yeah, woo!
I got it. Because they go to third.
Yes, there you. You actually got it good. That was good. I'm glad you got it on that one. Yeah.
Do you like food?
What kind of question was that?
A serious one.
Yes, I like food.
Over the years, our taste buds change. Supposedly, they change roughly every 7 years.
Really?
I mean, of course, maybe like 8 1 year.
Well,
or
yeah.
Like,
That's interesting.
it is, right?
It kind of makes sense because,
Like we grow up.
well, I don't know if we're growing up and we're just like, who cares what we eat? I used to hate coleslaw.
Who?
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw. Like,
Cole.
yes.
Slaw.
Slaw.
Oh, well, I hated it, so I don't know the
Hey,
name.
what?
So when I was a kid, I used to not like it. We used to go to Boston Market. They used to give it to us. I would hate it. Now that I'm an adult, when I see it, so I wouldn't order it.
Okay.
I never ordered it. But if it's on, it comes on the side with something,
Yeah.
I'll eat it. And like if no one else wants theirs, I'll eat theirs. I actually like it now. And there's a couple things like that. Like what's that stuff you like? Sauerkraut.
Yeah.
So sauerkraut, I used to hate. I can eat it now, but I can only stand it for one night. It's one of those I can't really just eat it to eat it type things. Never knew our taste buds changed every 7 years. We've been together for 7 years, so I guess my taste buds aren't the same anymore.
For me, certain foods taste better with certain types of silverware. So like certain foods taste better with like plasticware.
Yes,
Or
dude.
like
Oh yeah, I'm like
some drinks taste better in certain
yeah, I was gonna say
glasses,
like I'm the same way like with drinks. Like as far as like Sprite, I get the best taste of Sprite out of a can. Out of the bottle, it doesn't taste as like crisp.
Right, but a fountain tastes even.
Yeah, and that's almost like the Frosties from Wendy's.
Yeah.
One day they gave it to me in like a regular drink cup, like a fountain drink cup, instead of the cardboard cup.
Yeah.
It tasted different.
Right.
Yeah, that's so weird. I've always thought that, but it's just I don't know if there's like some sort of science behind it. That there's like.
Or is it a psychological thing?
It could be just whatever's comfort for you. Maybe that could be what it is.
But we used to eat popsicles out of toilet paper rolls. Remember the push
Yeah.
pops?
Ew. I hope they weren't used. They recycle everything.
I mean, yeah, but it just holds your toilet paper. They don't.
I know, that's just still weird.
The crazy stuff that, like, I guess we went through as kids, but now realize as adults.
All right, so I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day about drug dealers. A lot of people don't know this, but I used to be one of those things. It wasn't my most exciting
Time of life.
Moment of life. Like I don't brag about it like, ooh, that was me. I was a gangster doing, selling drugs. I honestly did it because I really needed to survive in the situation I was with in like that hotel situation. Mm-hmm. That's mainly the reason I did it, just so I could have money for myself to do things that I wanted to do, because the person I was living with at that time, all their money they used was for drugs, like bad drugs, not even just weed.
Like hardcore.
Yeah, like pills. Yeah, just a bunch of bad shit. But so when I used to sell the drugs, it was just weed. That's all I really sold. I never really sold anything else. I'm not gonna keep saying drugs. I used to smoke back in my time too. You know, back in the day, long time ago, back in the Michigan days. So the people.
So, 12 plus years ago.
Yeah, 12. It was a while ago. But I would deal to a lot of my friends. So every once in a while, you know, they would come where I was at, buy like some off me, and then they would smoke it with me. Like they would literally like buy the weed off me. Like they might buy like a quarter of it and roll up a blunt, and then we'll just smoke it right there, just hang out for a minute. So it's kind of like the old saying was, "Don't get high off your own supply," because you got to make money off it.
Yeah.
But in this situation, I'm getting high off my supply, but I sold it. So just I don't know, just the thought of it. I mean, they were good friends, you know. That's
right. I feel bad for them type of people nowadays, though.
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at, because as a drug, I don't think you could be a drug dealer in this era right now, because they made it as easy as you can just walk into a store and say, "I want OG Kush," and they pull it out of a drawer, give it to you, and you can buy it. Yeah. No problem, because I think even without your medical card, you can get it now. I think you can do recreational marijuana.
I mean, every state's still probably different. I don't know if all states are like this now.
Yeah, that's true. But I know most of them, because the buddy that I was talking to lives in Maryland, and he said his girlfriend has her medical card, but her sister doesn't have hers.
Oh, okay.
But her sister goes in, and she can buy anything just like it's nothing.
So crazy.
You just need they said it's just like alcohol. Like you're 21 and older, you can go in there and just buy it. I would feel like if I were in that situation going in the store to actually buy marijuana, I would feel like I'm breaking the law. I would feel so guilty. Like, I never done this before. Like, it's so weird.
So many jobs and everything make you get drug tested and everything else. Though. Yeah,
that's the only harsh part with marijuana going legal, is because there's a lot of jobs out there, like mine even. We're machine operators, so you can't really be high on the job, which is understandable. But I also heard, I think New York, I think it's in New York, I think they have this machine that it's like a breathalyzer for alcohol. It can tell how long ago you smoked weed.
Oh, that's
like there's
smart.
There's a strength system. Like if it's
like
2.1, that means you smoked like within the last 20 minutes or something.
What about gummies, like the edible stuff?
I think it's all the same. I mean, you shouldn't.
But it's not in your breath, is it?
I don't know. That is good. No, but it will be on your saliva, your gum. Like it will get stuck in your gums. There would have to be some way it would be there. I still honestly feel like if they could get that passed and like passed to a lot of places, I feel like jobs would be more lenient on it, because they can actually test people in house to say, all right, blowing this, if you know what I mean. A lot of places, the random drug test, that's like a yearly thing, but then there's like an accidental like piss test. Like if somebody runs a forklift into the side of the wall, they got to go get piss tested, because if you're under the influence of anything, you're fired. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't care who's watching this. My boss could be watching this. I wish I could smoke marijuana right now, because my like anxiety and stuff like that. Like, and in the past, it used to help me with that. It would keep me calm. You know, I wouldn't be so on edge about everything and stuff like that.
That's the hard part, because like there is so much beneficial to it.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, I don't because of work. I don't because I'm afraid of what my family thinks. I don't because of my kids. The world we live in is totally crazy. But Speaking of the world we live in, sadly, we just had another neighborhood shooting the other day.
Yeah, we did.
And 3 teenagers between 18 and 13, 3 of them were sent to the hospital. 1 did not make it.
No, he passed away.
And it's so devastating and heartbreaking knowing so many people will just pull out a gun.
And they're kids, too.
And they're probably innocent kids.
Yep. Just getting with the wrong crowds and following the wrong paths.
But even if they had parents at home, which I don't know situations, most of them probably don't. because their parents are out working 2-3 jobs because price of everything is so high.
Yeah.
Even with help from the government, everything is still so high. Parents are doing everything they can. Of course, they can't control every little situation. At some point, you do have to let your kid off the leash and let them grow up.
Yeah.
Just hearing about the situation, I can't imagine anybody being in that situation, what they're going through.
Then it's happened. It was like right up the street.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But we just try to teach our kids not to be like that. But like I said earlier, when they get out in the real world, that's when they start like really
Finding themselves.
like realizing like, okay, this is me now. I can figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. And then they can either take the path of everything that we taught them growing up, or everything that they're learning now, and just take their own path and try to figure it out on their own.
Our son already said when he turns 18, he wants to get a job with you.
Well, that's gonna be fine. He's gonna have to actually work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this shot.
No?
Huh?
I'm gonna pass.
You can pass. I'm gonna pass out.
I know.
Cheers.
Well, it's coming to about that time.
What, your period?
No, thank you.
Oh, what?
It's getting colder out.
Definitely. My time of year. Thank you, Jesus.
It's about time to turn that heat on.
No, not full
Well,
blast.
No, well, we're different people.
Yeah. You love being hot and I love being cold.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, the house temp number. It's hard to find a good middle ground. Even in the air, in the
Winter
the hot
or
weather,
summer. Yeah.
where you try to cool down your house. He wants it extra cold in here like it is winter. And I'm like, no, I still want to have the heat. Like
She wants
the
it to be
warmth.
90 degrees in the friggin' house. You don't need to be that hot anywhere. I'm sorry.
I have blood issues.
I have
where-
crip issues.
Who?
What?
Crip. We're not gangs.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, what?
Nothing, just go.
I'm so confused.
Oh my god. Let's go.
So, well, what's your house set at? Well, right now.
What's my house? It's your house too.
No, like.
Oh, like you're asking
What
now.
is a good house temp?
Oh yeah, like
So.
listen. If you're a single man, it's different. You gotta ask.
It's off.
You gotta ask the couples. So if you're a couple out there, if you're a couple out there, and you guys have the same issue, let us know how you guys, find a common ground. Either does he have to go sleep out in the shed, or do you guys figure out like a middle number? Right now, I think we just turned the heat on actually today.
Literally like an hour ago.
It was like, what was it, 62 degrees in here. It was something like, it was 62 degrees in the house.
And that's after I already had like a little, like I try to do like the little space heaters, because in the morning, you just need that initial chill out, but then it warms up throughout the day.
Yeah.
But the high for pretty much this whole week is only 50 for like a week.
Right. But this is that part of the year where the weather, it psychs you out, because just 2 days ago it was like 82 degrees.
But
it was hot as fuck in this house.
But yeah.
Now I'm hot. Now I'm cold in this house. Like I'm wearing this because the podcast. But even without this, I've been wearing like blankets and like shirts and hoodies in the house. She will tell you, my whole family will tell you, in this house I'm usually shirtless. But when it gets cold, it's cold.
And I'm usually under a what?
A blanket, like 5 of them.
Yes.
With hand warmers.
No matter how, I just can't. Even in the summer, when we have the air on, it's too cold for me. So I'm still under a blanket.
I think you've said this before, but I think that has to do with your lupus, though.
Yes.
Well,
I have a blood issue, too. So
you're always cold.
My body doesn't produce blood properly. Your blood cells are supposed to, separate. Mm-hmm. Mine don't. They do, but...
They don't do it, like they're supposed to.
Like a normal person does.
Right.
So... Alright, so I just want to thank everybody for watching. It's not over yet, don't worry. But just please remember to hit that like button, the subscribe button for us. We are taking away from family time and everything to bring all this stuff to you. And
exactly.
I know we don't have the biggest amount of followers. Whatever.
We don't have the biggest following right now.
If you do want to see our family channel and stuff like that, we do have one.
I'll put the link in the description below for dad fun.
On top of all my apps. If y'all want to download those for the holiday season coming up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You got me?
For sure.
It's easy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you watching.
What is your last tattoo that you got?
My last one? I think my last one wasn't it the
chest?
Rocky? I think it was Rocky.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
You went by yourself, though. For that one. Right?
I can't remember. I think so. I think I did do that one by myself. Okay, where are we
What's
going?
the last one that you did with me? Because usually we do them together.
Yeah, but then didn't you get me? I think you bought me my tattoo for my Christmas or 1 year or something. It was something, right?
The Philly one.
You bought me
That's like 100 years old.
That was that one. I think the last one I got with you might have been
Your chest.
It might have been my chest tattoo, the lion. We are due for new ones.
We are.
Do you even have like anything planned, or do you just
Yeah, I have two that
that you're cycling through?
Yeah.
I probably got like 1,000.
Yeah. But like, if I said, let's go today.
Could I figure out what I would want?
Yeah. I think
I would probably cycle through it until I'm at the front door, and then whatever one I click last up. Because I like them all so much. I'm not 100% OCD, but like, I kind of am. So like right now, my body is uneven. I got the shoulder, forearm, chest. Now this chest is empty.
That's what I was saying.
Like
I think that would be your other one.
I think I want to get this one done next, but then I also said I want a calf tattoo.
And a stomach tattoo.
Yeah, like I'm trying.
But I think this would even you out for right now, to where
and it will look good enough for right now.
And
I eventually want to do a full sleeves.
It's one that you've been kind of like directly saying like, I want this one. He's got so many like ideas, drawings, but like you come back to the same like I think 5.
Yeah, like I was.
I would say. I
showed you a while ago, but like this tattoo, and then the lion tattoo. I went back on like an old Facebook post, and they were from like 2012. And I just recently got them. Like, well, this one was a couple years ago, maybe 3, 4.
So your chest is newer than that.
Yeah, like, but it's just funny that like tattoos that like I won't say from a childhood, from like my teenage years that like
you
when I get you have like goals you want to set for yourself.
Yeah.
My goal is like, I can't wait till I get old enough or make enough money to pay for this tattoo or something like that. Like,
and they're not cheap.
No, oh my God, they're not. My last tattoo, I think this one, my Rocky one. That one was almost a mortgage payment.
Excuse you?
It was.
What did I get?
You didn't get nothing that time.
No, but I'm saying
No,
like...
stop. Hey, hold on.
You get to spend a mortgage.
I've asked, and you're like, I can't think of nothing right now or something. There was a time where I said that, and you didn't want. I didn't want to rush you or force you to pick something you didn't want just so you can get one with me. I want to make sure you know what you're getting, and it's 100%. I think you said the next one you're going to get is a lupus one, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like the flag or the ribbon.
The ribbon.
Where are you getting that? On your neck? Nice. What's that like? Having a neck.
I mean...
I'm just playing. Stop. We gotta stop talking like that. Because listen, it's funny. It's fun to joke around like, oh, you have no neck. Oh, look at you. But our kids are starting to do it, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
That's on you.
No, stop. Because my son, our son, when we were playing Madden the other day, and I went to tackle him. I ripped his guy's like neck back, and I said, "Damn, I almost broke his neck." And he said, "Dad, how do you feel about that?" And I said, "What?" He said, "He has a neck and you don't." And it's like I just want to fucking turn around and beat the fuck out of him. Like I can't wait till he's 18, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey man, remember you said the thing about me not having no neck?" Fucking pop him in his jaw. Like, damn, man. It goes back to we brought it up before. Like kids say the darndest things because they don't have like a filter.
But they
listen, you got caught in a lie the other day.
I got caught in a lie?
Yes. We were talking to somebody at church, I think. And it was about the parade. And you were like, yeah, we were like, he was in the parade last night. Somebody said something about going. And you said, yeah, we didn't find out about the parade till last minute. And then Malcolm goes, no, you knew about it. My coach or somebody told you. I forget who you were talking to, but that's not the point. But my point is, like, they will sit there and rat you out in front of the world. They don't know what they're doing. I don't know.
I don't either.
All I'm saying is your kids will rat you out in a friggin' second, and they will look so cute doing it. But wait till they're 18 and pop them for it. Always keep receipts.
You're going to pop him, but he's starting to figure out the whole, like, you exercise, you get the muscles. You do, like, you put the work in. he gonna beat you back.
Yeah, I mean, I told him that the other day. Like, definitely with football, between their workouts, their warm-ups, he's definitely put on some muscle. But I told him he's got to keep doing those things now. Now that he realized, okay, I can do a couple push-ups and then I'll get a little buff.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to stay on top of it. I know he's perfect. Oh my God, you messing up my whole setup here? What you doing? You messing up the production value. But like, but I told him he can't just do a couple push-ups once a week and think that's gonna help. He's got to do it maybe at least twice. You know,
every day.
Even the stuff I do when we're in the house, I got barbells just sitting by the TV, and I occasionally just walk over there, do like maybe 30 to 40 reps just to get that pump on real quick.
Well, the other day, the night that they were supposed to have football practice, but there was no need because they didn't have
enough players.
Anything they didn't have anything to work towards because they were already out. He did his whole warm up thing and
did he?
Whatever they did.
I saw he had the dumbbells out in his room. Was he using them? That you know?
It might have been me. I mean.
You used them?
Because he has two. I only have the one.
Oh, so I got you. So you use his sometimes.
It could have been him. Because I usually try to put his back he doesn't know.
Yeah. So I want to talk about something funny that happened. Do you remember? It was like the beginning of.
I gotta remember stuff again.
It was the beginning of October. When they did that national alert test on your phone.
Oh yeah.
Like that, and it just went off for
everybody's stuff
15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I found it funny, prisoners in jail. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they sneak phones in there. Mm-hmm. Their phones were going off in the prison. So because I guess they didn't see it. Nobody knew that they were doing an alarm test or whatever. But their phones went off, and all the guards found all their stuff, and I thought that was funny. A bunch of dudes got caught,
who?
Dudes, men.
Oh.
That were cheating on
I was like, who is this?
Men that were cheating on their wives or their girlfriends, they have a whole separate phone.
Yeah.
That phone was buzzing off, and she was like, why do you have two phones?
Oh, so that's why you went with me to get our son from school that day.
Blew his whole cover. Yeah, so I left my fake phone here.
Yeah, no. It's not fake.
Well, yeah, I left my burner phone here. I took my real phone with me.
So that's why you went to school pick up with me.
Either way, if I didn't go, you wouldn't have heard it. I don't have another phone. But
they do it with TVs and stuff all the time for.
Well, yeah,
So was that the cover up? We'll try everybody's phone.
I don't think they did that on purpose. It was just somebody thinks there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, what?
A zombie apocalypse. What the fuck did I just say? Apopatopotacatus.
Isn't that a
So they're thinking that there's gonna be something going off of that. It's just everyone has these theories.
Right.
So this dude I know, he told me. So at first I started believing him because he told me he was like, man, he said on October 4th they're gonna send out this worldwide alarm system and they're gonna say it's a test, but on October 14th it's gonna be the real deal. So we all thought he was talking bullshit because it sounded like he's just one of those psycho theorists. And October 3rd came, or 4th, whatever day it was. Don't quote me on the day. When the alarms actually went off, I'm like, okay, maybe this guy knows something. Maybe he's a little.
Maybe he's the alien.
Maybe he's the alien. Maybe he's the zombie or whatever the hell it's going to be. Maybe he's their leader. Wow. So the date that he told us that it was going to be the real thing, I'm like, man, if this actually happens, I'm going to his house because he said he has the
bunkers,
not a bunker, but he's got a whole bunch of stuff survival stuff. And so October 14th came and nothing happened. Okay. We're still here. We made it to November, so we're safe. But sometimes you gotta believe those people, man. You never know. You never know what somebody knows. We see movies all the time where a kid from the future will come in and be like, "Oh, look at this." You never know that's what that could be. And I don't know
Do you believe in aliens?
I was gonna say I don't know if I believe in all that stuff. I don't know if I believe in aliens, man.
I believe there's something out there.
There's so many theories going around that we never even walked on the moon. That was fake.
We did.
How do you know though? Just because there's a video of it?
No.
That's what I'm saying though. We could have been fed lies our whole entire life through history. But there's so many things that are coming to light from that we were taught growing up that were wrong, and it's crazy.
We're older than Google though.
I don't give a shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't care about Google. I'm talking about the fact that the world is a lie. That's why I dropped out of school because they were feeding me bullshit.
That's why.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't know what they were talking about.
But as long as you know where you're going in the afterlife,
I'm going.
And you're doing the goods to go there, you're going to see your Heavenly Father one day.
Yes, you will.
Amen.
He's going to be there. He's going to be like, Robert, I didn't like all the drinks you were drinking, but I like the way you were thinking.
Is that what he said to you?
Yeah.
That's what he's going to say.
That's 1 Corinthians 6. I ever tell you about, Taylor Swift.
Oh, God.
She's
this
like,
again?
Taylor Swift is like
I'm over this.
she's taking over everything right now. She's even taking over fucking football, but we're going to get to that in a minute. Her last tour that she did, I think, was it called the Eras Tour? I'm not sure what the tour was. The last tour that Taylor Swift did.
The one that she just, did?
Yeah, she just got done doing. I think it was called the Eras Tour. But there were fans that, this is just a rumor, but I can almost believe that is true. There were fans that wore diapers at her concerts so they didn't miss the show.
I believe it.
I think that is just insane.
I've heard people wearing diapers just to haunted houses. Because because it's only goes boop and you.
What? For real?
Yes!
Ew!
People would as a safety precaution though.
Well, yeah, but anyway, you're taking me so far north on south and every other direction on my topic. But I was gonna ask you.
Do I?
No, not if you shit yourself. But is there any? I really wish you had a favorite something so I can put stuff in pure perspective. You don't have if I were to say to you, is there any singer in the world that you would go to that extent for? Is there maybe to really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I almost feel like for me, the only person I almost would go to that extent for is an Eminem concert. But his concerts aren't going to be no 3 hours long. Hers were 3 hour long concerts. That's why. People are like, oh, I don't want to go to the bathroom and miss this song.
But not even her concert might be 3 hours long, but then you got to get there 2 hours early, and then it takes.
Well, no, it's an actual 3 hour set. Her whole set though. I know what you're saying. There's time to that, but her on stage singing, I think it was a whole 3 hours till she started, 3 hours till she was end. That's what I'm talking about. I know there's the other part, the traveling, the standing in line, that they could probably just run off to a porta potty, depending if they're with a group or something. But I don't think there's anybody I would ever do that for. I couldn't shit on myself because Eminem's on stage rapping in front of me.
So we even saw, was it Nelly?
Yeah.
When we saw Nelly, you even left to go to the bathroom, didn't you? Or did you hold it to the end?
I don't know.
You went? No, you didn't leave.
No, I never went to the bathroom.
People around, the guy next to us, because we got the pits seat, so
we got the pits.
No.
Pits.
See what I mean?
You see what I mean? Nothing. You're bringing it. I don't know what you're even talking about for a second. The guy, I don't know what the guy was doing next to me. Did he leave to go pee?
Yeah, he kept leaving and then come back with drinks for his girlfriend.
Well, he was probably leaving for drinks. I didn't like how that setup was, man, because I feel like I couldn't leave without someone taking where we were standing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I don't think I ever left.
That's what I'm getting at. Because we were standing room only. Wherever you stand, you're stuck.
That was a fun concert. Nelly was pretty lit.
I guess you can say I saw my idol in general.
Who the hell is your idol, Nelly?
No.
Who?
Cena.
Oh, that's not your idol. Idol is someone you look up to. You want to be.
I've loved John Cena for years.
Yeah, but you got to see him in person. That was pretty lit.
A couple times,
yeah. I don't think my life's going to be complete until I can see Eminem live.
Is he doing a tour soon?
I don't know. He's never I don't think he's doing music tours like that anymore.
Hello, Eminem. Can you do what is that, the final tour? Isn't Kiss getting ready to do another one? Not Kiss. One of them, somebody just did one.
I know, I think the Backstreet Boys did one, a final farewell tour.
Did they wear a diaper?
If I even get to see them in person, man, I think that would be cool. But it's just crazy. There's somebody out there that, in this world that, through their music,
have changed.
They've helped you get through so many things. It's that, I know they realize it, but it's they don't realize it because everybody has a different story in life. Growing up listening to his music, that changed things for me.
In a way, would you say the modern day Eminem is, what's his name? Jelly Roll? that hits you like that?
No.
In this age in life?
No, what are you talking about? Eminem doesn't do that.
No, because like his music used to hit you a certain way.
Oh, so what you meant to say now in modern time, does Jelly Roll fill that role for me?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, like even now, like, I can listen to Jelly Roll's music and it hits you a whole nother way than anybody else's does. I kind of want to go back on the Taylor Swift subject real quick. So, remember I told you she was taking over football.
Oh.
So now she's taking over football. I don't got a problem with her being there, but they gotta let her have her space and let her. She's there to watch her boyfriend or whatever they are.
She's there to watch the game.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Maybe show her once. Like, oh, Taylor Swift's in the building. Boom, go back. But every time, you don't have to show her every play. Like, oh my God, Travis got the ball. What's Taylor doing?
Right.
Like, I just think the whole thing it's a mess.
I mean, it doesn't help that last year, I feel like they were doing that with the mom, though. Because both her boys were in the Super Bowl.
Well, that's different. That's a whole different scenario. It's not.
No, but
their mom. No offense, they're not benefiting off of the mom. They're benefiting off of Taylor Swift because they're getting Taylor Swift fans involved with football now.
To come to the game. Like, I'm only here to see Taylor.
Yeah, like, and people are holding up signs saying, "Where's Taylor?" Like, you're not there. Like, this isn't a Taylor Swift concert.
That's stupid.
This is a Kansas City Chiefs football game.
I mean, I know, like, we don't agree 100% on teams and everything else, but, like, if you said, let's go to a game, I would go.
And I would go. I mean, if you ever want to go to a Ravens game, I wouldn't wear no Eagles clothes or anything, but...
No, don't you say that, because I tried to get you to go. And even, we talked about it on here.
Yeah, to the preseason game. When we talked about that.
When it was warm weather.
I don't care. I don't do preseasons. You're not...
But you pre-come.
But look at the fucking Eagles. They did shitty in the preseason. But they're doing great in the regular season. Why would I want to go watch a shit show?
Because it's warm weather.
I don't care. I want to see a team doing good. I want to be able to yell and cheer, not, oh, this is cool. This is preseason. I can't wait.
But I feel like both of us, like, we support each other at the end of the day. If, like I said, if you really wanted to go, I would go. Of course, I would prefer more of a daytime game and everything else just because it's warmer weather, this and that. But if
you can't always win. That's the thing in life. You cannot always win. You cannot always get what you want. So if
I said prefer.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you can't make that your break or deal.
No, I didn't. I just said prefer. Was it last podcast that we talked about women getting household gifts as, like, presents and stuff like that? Was that last podcast?
I think so. It might have been. Yesterday,
him and I, let's take the day, let's go shopping, look around, this and that. No, I'm getting at, right?
I'm listening.
What do you think you spent at that first store? Just your stuff. What was the total of the store? The total store?
I don't know. It was like 100 something.
100 something?
120 maybe.
And you want to know what I walked out with? A $20 broom for the house. Why, he got a whole new wardrobe. Well, whole new outfit, I should say. Cologne, a new hoodie, socks. Just, not work socks. No. Not work socks. And I got a daggone broom. Because, and the only reason why I got this broom, he swept the floor the other day and broke my broom.
But you heard it here first. I swept the floor. You heard it. But that's the problem. I try to sweep, I try to help, and I break shit. So I don't help, because I break shit.
So...
That's the only reason.
When you spent how much on yourself, and I got the stupid broom only because he broke it.
But you got more shit the rest of the day.
No, not much. Not much.
Well, stop taking me then.
I got a pair of pajamas that were on clearance for $9, while he bought a $120 Pokemon box for himself.
I did?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. One day we'll get it right.
And this is why I do my apps.
You only get one shot. One opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. That one moment. Would you capture it or let it slip? Yo, I kind of got a weird question for you. You know what the fuck this animal is.
We're talking about animals.
I'm going to ask listen, I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to take a shot. Give you time to think of your answer. Cheers.
No, I need to hear this question so I don't spit my shot out when you talk.
So, a hamster.
Is that the things on the wheels?
Like, them things like when you're in school, like you have a hamster as a pet, a class pet. Where the fuck do hamsters come from? Like, Where have you ever seen a wild hamster? They don't just come from the pet store. They just appear in your classroom or at a PetSmart somewhere.
I don't know.
Exactly. Oh, you leaned in like you were about to tell me the whole story about where hamsters. Like it's like you were about to tell me the whole backstory of a hamster and where they came from. Cause
Okay, I can tell you where they came from. The man upstairs.
No shit. But I'm saying where in the world does a wild hamster live? Exactly. You never seen one.
The things that are at the zoo, aren't they like dog hogs or something that like dig the dirt? What are they called?
A fucking groundhog? A groundhog?
No, but they.
That's not a hamster.
No, but.
Huh?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I don't know. If you guys know where hamsters live in the wild, let me know. That also brings me to another fun fact. Like,
I'm afraid to take this shot. I feel like he's gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna spit it on him.
but listen, when we went on our honeymoon, when we got married, 7 years ago, you know, I never knew chipmunks were fucking real. Don't shake your head at me.
Yeah, he got geeked out over a chipmunk.
Well, of course, growing up in life, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I thought they were just made up fucking animals. I swear to God.
That's
so. When we went on our honeymoon, I think this is actually when we first got there because I think we were unpacking the car, going to our room. We went to this place called Cove Haven. It was in Pennsylvania somewhere. We were getting our stuff out the trunk, and I'm just standing there at the back of the trunk, and there's a freaking chipmunk sitting on the damn curb, and I'm just like, I thought it was a squirrel first. I'm like, that's a fucking squirrel. But it was tiny. Like a baby. So I'm just looking at it, and it's not moving. I just start looking at the features and how it's like its posture is, and I'm like, that's a fucking chipmunk. And you just look at me like, yeah. Like it's the most simplest thing in the fucking world. I'm excited like I just discovered that chipmunks were real. And you're just like, yeah. Like I wanted to take that thing home. I don't know, it just goes to show like there's so many different like creatures out there in the world. Like before that moment you would have never known that I thought chipmunks were fake. Until we actually seen one in real life. I found out something interesting recently.
Are you gonna make me spit this out?
No. It was pretty cool. You're not really out there in the world, so you don't know these people that I'm talking about. Do you know the movie Armageddon?
I think I've heard of it.
It's like a space movie.
Oh, then no.
Nope, exactly. So, there's this movie Armageddon. It's a space movie. I think it's been a while since I've seen it, but I think there's like a big like meteor coming towards Earth, and these random guys were picked to destroy it, do the job.
Star Wars.
No, what? Oh. Pretty much, but in space. Well, Star Wars is in space. There's a girl in the movie. She's like the captain's daughter.
Okay.
And one of the captains, they work together. It's the boss, they work like on an oil plant or something. Whatever. The kid likes his daughter. Blah blah blah. The daughter's name is Liv Tyler. So she's in the movie, and this is like years and years. Like I figured this out like this year. There's a song in the movie that they use. And the song is I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
Oh, I know that song.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Okay, we're not here.
I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby. And I don't want to miss a thing because even when I dream of you. Yeah, don't copyright me. I'm giving credit. So anyway, I found out something that kind of blew my mind. The girl in the movie that played the guy's daughter.
Yes.
Her name is Liv Tyler. Okay?
Okay.
The lead singer of Aerosmith, his name is Steven Tyler. I started thinking. And I started Googling around. Liv Tyler is Steven Tyler's daughter.
Huh?
Yeah, Steven Tyler's an old ass man.
So he's the captain?
No, in real life.
I know, but in the movie too, right?
No.
Oh.
What are you listening?
Oh, no, wait, that was just a movie. That's an actor.
Liv Tyler, the daughter, that's the actress in the movie,
yes,
is the daughter to Steven Tyler, which is the guy that sings the song that they played in the movie.
Right, I got you.
So I just thought it was cool. I don't know if they took that role or a movie as a group, or if they did it separately and they just found out together. Because I don't know, I just thought it was cool that two people from the same family, they both making money off that movie.
No.
Him by his song being like one of the main songs in the movie, her, she's the character in the movie. Just thought that was very interesting. I like seeing like families play roles and be involved in the same thing.
I gotcha.
That's like they're not family, but Adam Sandler, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
What movie was he in?
Oh shit. That high school movie, like their coach dies And like they all go to his funeral and then they all go on vacation together.
The football movie?
No.
The coach dies.
They play basketball like in.
Oh, Grown Ups.
Yeah, that.
There you go. Yes. Okay, you were right.
I know my stuff.
You got it.
I don't know.
But one thing I like about him as an actor is in all of his movies, he hires like his same group of friends for each movie. Because he's like, yeah, it's like he's been loyal to them since the start of his career.
Mm-hmm.
I think they made a pact, or he made a pact, saying that he would always keep them involved and help their families. Because he's giving them, a paycheck.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty nice.
Cute.
It's cool when you can have friends like that in your life. I'm still searching for mine, so if there's any good friends out there, I'm a nice guy. I'm 32 years old. I live in Delaware. I'm 5'4". I'm a little short, but if I'm here for you.
He can rap.
I'm a little. Yes, I can rap. So if you need me to rap a song, I'll be like rap, tatty tat tat.
He can tell jokes, but I don't get them.
Yeah, the jokes I say are funny. She just makes them seem not funny. But yeah.
On that note,
let's close it out. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Shots with Spots. We hope you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and we will see you guys on the next one.
don't forget to take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.